On the 5th of June 1959, Singapore's first fully elected government was sworn into office, and with that, loosening ties to its colonial past. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong highlighted this on Facebook, marking the date with fellow ministers at a cabinet meeting, which was postponed till today because of the Hari Raya celebrations yesterday. In his post, Mr. Lee paid tribute to the old guard who first took office, marking a milestone that led to Singapore's full independence on the 9th of August 1965. But he added that it also took the backing of the pioneer and Merdeka generations to make this possible. Deborah Wong takes a closer look at why these past events matter to modern Singapore.
You're looking at Singapore's first fully elected self-government when they were sworn into office. That day was June 5th, 1959, setting Singapore on the road to full independence. But as to how the nation got to this point, we'll have to look at events from 6 days before. On 30th May, for the first time, Singaporeans went to the polls to elect their own leaders for all 51 seats. This was made possible by a constitution introduced in 1958 to grant Singapore powers over key portfolios like finance. With the PAP winning a landslide 43 seats, its leader, Mr. Lee Kuan Yew, became Singapore's first Prime Minister. But before accepting the offer, he demanded the release of 8 PAP political detainees jailed in 1956 for allegedly instigating riots.
These detainees were members of the PAP. They're part of the left-wing group. We'll know some of their names: Lim Chin Siong, Fong Swee San, Sandra Woodhull. The PAP, going into the 1959 election, made the pledge that they would get these guys released. And so once they won the election, they also again had that mandate to have them released. That was only agreed to by the Governor of Singapore, June the 2nd. Lee Kuan Yew managed to acquire from them a signed statement that they would abide by the non-communist platform of the PAP.
Right now, preparations for this year's National Day Parade are underway. But 60 years ago, a day before the 8 detainees were released, the PAP held its victory rally here on those steps at City Hall and announced that the 1958 Constitution had been brought into force. That day was 3rd June and it became known as Singapore's National Day until 1963 when it merged with Malaya.
We have in our party men whose integrity and ability have been proved over the years in the struggle to build up the mass movement of the PAP. Their dedication to the cause of an independent, democratic, non-communist, socialist Malaya gives them the drive that will make the machinery of government work efficiently on your behalf.
Constitutional reform is relatively stable, peaceful transition of power from the colonial order into Singapore's independence. And as a result, that not having a revolution, I think gave Singapore a running start when it came to economic development and modernization into the 1960s.
1959 marked a turning point in Singapore's history, but it was not until separation from Malaysia in 1965 that it attained full independence.